Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And guess what? It's another speed paint. Yay! Okay, so I'm doing a new comic. So there's gonna be comics that are being done at the moment when you're watching this very video, and that's why I'm doing a lot of speed paints. And I really want to post videos, and in order for me to post the videos and do it at the same time, it's easier to do a speed paint. So in future videos, upcoming videos, you're gonna be seeing me doing a lot of speed paints, just a lot of speed paints. And on this very particular comic, I'm not gonna give you too much idea of it, just because I want you to read the comic and find out. I will give you more details about the comic in the near future. So you're gonna be seeing like bits and pieces of panels here and there. Not enough for you to, not enough to really find out the real story. But if you are interested, I need you guys to hit the subscribe button and leave a like, so that it will boost my self-esteem to work harder, work faster, and hopefully the comic will come out sooner than expected. So, alright, let me describe the scenario that I have for you right here, that I'm basically drawing and illustrating for you guys. So, it's about two children that they found, both of them definitely look stunned. They found something tragic, they found something sad, and they're just shocked. They are not doing anything. They just stand there in sheer horror to what they're facing. And obviously this is the time set where they are wearing these old type of clothes, not modern clothes, so they have to wear those. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I wanted to experiment with this new type of fashion, because it's I need to, like, how should I put this properly? When I'll learn more ways of drawing new and different clothes and stuff like that. So now you're seeing me do the line work, and halfway in between I was like, no man, doing 5 with the line work is too thick. So I changed it all the way down to 3, and I was also trying to use the marker tool, but I wasn't satisfied with the marker tool, so I decided to delete the entire layer and just restart. And this is me using number 5, and I didn't like number 5, the size of the brush number 5, so I redid it. I changed it up to brush size number 3, and I wanted to see the comparison between 5 and 3. And then when I looked back, I was like, whoa. So I fixed the problem and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the guitar bag, and I feel like I'm practicing more on hands, because later in the video you'll see me search up a bunch, and when I mean a bunch, I mean a whole load of references on Google, because I have absolutely no idea how to draw them, and I feel like this is a learning process for me. So when I like watching speed paints, because I can see and I can analyze their steps, their process, and I can even see and analyze my steps and my process, and see what I can change and what I can upgrade on. And hopefully next time in the near future, when I revisit my old speed paints and see them again now, I will be able to like see change, see improvements. And pretty much doing speed paints to me is like a documentary on your art journey to success. So I wouldn't say my art style changes drastically, but I wouldn't say they don't change at all. Some changes are minor, some changes are major, and I feel like my major change happened mostly last year. If you see my last year's drawing stuff and this year, you can definitely compare and you can definitely see change. So, you know, base color. I'm adding base color. I'm taking the color palette from a previous photo. That there is a speed paint on for that video. Please make sure to check it out. And technically I'm experimenting, not really experimenting, but I added colors here and there and pretty much just trying to cover up the white lines. And I don't know why Magic Wand 2 doesn't really work for me, because it's just like another step for paint bucket. So I don't use Magic Wand. And this is pretty much base color. I can say is, to me, base color is something that will give you the idea on the color and how it's supposed to, how the character is supposed to look like, and stuff like that. So yeah. And wow, I'm actually feeling very proud of myself, because when I do voiceovers, I usually hesitate, but I feel like now I'm getting better at doing voiceovers, and I'm really breaking up the tension between me and the video at the moment that you're listening to right now. And I feel like that is surely an improvement. So let's jump back into the speed paints. So there I used clipping, and clipping is really useful for shading and color, but it's the first time I'm actually using clipping for highlights. So this is a really cool tip I learned for making backgrounds. So you'll see later. So you'll see how should I put this? Okay, when the background starts to finish, you get the idea. So I'm gonna try and pretty much explain to you what I'm doing for the background. So I learned this really neat trick so that the focus will be on the two main characters rather than the background, but you can still figure out that the background has something going on. There's people in the background, there are actions going on, but it's not drawing as much attention to the main two characters, which are the one you saw me do just now. So this is me experimenting, and like I said, something going on and stuff like that. And that something is, let's say it's a fire, that's why you can see firemen here. Surprise! If you guessed it, then it's not a surprise, but good to know. So it's me drawing firemen, as you can tell, I'm taking the old fireman style and stuff like that. So you will see me pop out a lot of the reference image, like you see that you will see coming up there. I'll do a lot of referencing, and this is pretty much resizing and pretty much get the depth and the space of this whole scenario. This whole scenario is supposed to be fit in a part, emotion of stress, emotion of, it's more like cramped, and it's very stressful. It's a very tense moment because firefighters fighting to put out a fire here and there. And surprisingly, firemen in the past didn't look much different from firemen in the present, which good to know. When I do this drawing and do this a little bit of a quest of mine when doing this comic, I not only find out what they wear, but I kind of find out like their occupations, what do they wear, and pretty much it's an interesting learning process. Okay, so now let me explain the new tip I've learned to make color in the background. So I'm coloring in the background, but as you can guess, I am not doing outlines for these. The reason being is because it has no outlines, it's just a splotch of color, and therefore it causes the focus on the two main characters. And later in the video, I find it unsatisfactory, so I use the blur tool that I think it's a preset tool when you download File Alpaca to like blur in the background, but you can still faintly see that they are there. So now I can feel like I'm improving in digital art, because right now usually I'll just draw all the sketch in one and then I'll outline the layers in another, but this is a background, and what I've learned so far is I separated the background from the sketch itself. So let's say the background has a lot of commotion going on like this one, so I separated it into a new layer, and so the background and the two main characters are now separate. The focal point is now separate, and now is the process of me bringing the whole thing to life. I've got the two main characters. Now we're just gonna make the scenario more cramped and stuff like that. Okay, so So I was thinking of like dotted and full of lights type of background, but then I noticed that I just remembered that this part of time does not have neon lights. So we changed that into a bunch of people bustling around like, oh, what's going on here and there. And I added buildings, and I try not to make the buildings too colorful, but I also want to differentiate the buildings. So then we add windows, which I know they're bright at the moment, just wait until I blur it down. Then after it's blurred, I think it made a significant difference. So now as I am wrapping up the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's see the final product.